Are women really as unprotected and oppressed as they claim?
Cap.
Okay.
Big cap.
Okay. Finally.
Big cap.
Finally.
Let me tell you this, especially if you look like me, you're a black woman, we've never been oppressed. Black men have never been in a position to oppress us. White women have been oppressed because their men held all the power. Black men have always been trying to work their way up. So they've never put us in a position to oppress us, right? We've always had to work together back in the day with each other. So no, we've never, I don't believe women are oppressed. I feel like this is the most opportunity that we've ever had.
Yeah.
I think every problem that we have, we put on ourselves.
We're back with another episode of the Pick Me Patricia Files. I swear it annoys me so much when black women get on podcasts and lie just to get a cookie for men. But it annoys me even more to see black men attempt to use tactics that white supremacists use to prove their already racist talking points against black people. What do I mean? Well, you notice when he asked her, are black women really oppressed or unprotected? And she said no. He said, finally. Why? Because he already didn't believe it. He just wanted to use her to prove his point. He just wanted her to confirm the bias that he already had. The same way white people use black people like Candace Owens and Jeff Mead to push ideas or confirm their already held racist beliefs against black people. Now, before I get into debunking her, I just wanted to say is that these black men love using black women that they would at any other time shame to make their points. What do I mean by that? Well, I mean that she is a brown-skinned woman, a plus-size woman with a lace wig on. And none of that is a problem for me. But it is for the type of men that believe how this man that is interviewing her believe. So why are you allowing yourself to be used by him when at any other time you would be the butt of his jokes and disrespect? I just can't comprehend a black woman allowing herself to be used in this way. But let's get into it. Let's get into the debunking. Are black women oppressed? I think that we all know that black people are oppressed and have been since we arrived here in America. But we want to play crazy. Okay. Black women have never even had authority or control over their own bodies or their children. They were raped, worked into the point of exhaustion, had their children sold off, and a host of other atrocities. Now, I'm not even going to get into all of that, but let's flash forward to current times. Black women have been harassed in the workplace, expected to be everyone's mammy and savior, while receiving no empathy or decency from the same ones that they are expected to mammy and protect. Black girls are the most ex-trafficked because according to studies, people perceive that they won't get in as much trouble for harming black girls or black women. And most of the time, when they are pimped or trafficked, it is at the hands of a black man. Now, we're not going to talk about the culture of coddling black men in the black community or giving grace to black men and giving them grace for their mistakes because we say, oh, it's the effects of white supremacy. While black women are told, shut up. You know you should have made better choices and you're worthless now. And there is no grace for the mistakes of black women. No grace for how their oppression may affect their decision making. No grace for what white supremacy may have done to them and their psyche. And let's not talk about how as a black woman, you're more likely to be unalived or abused at the hands of an intimate partner that looks just like you, a black man. Or let's not talk about how many black women are purposely impregnated and left for dead by black men in an attempt to stop their ascent into greatness. Or let's not talk about how the majority of black women that are in prison are in there because they took a charge for a black man, or it's because he involved them in some BS. Or let's not talk about how the majority of all black women or black girls have some type of SA or grape in their life. And guess who it's usually caused by? I think you know. It's usually at the hands of a black man. Or let's not talk about how black women have been so badly bashed by our men in front of the entire world that other races use it as an insult or as an aha moment against us. Or let's not talk about how we are the only race of women whose men proudly proclaim how every other race's daughters are better than their own and what they create. Or let's not talk about how every other race of woman can wear their hair how they want, braids, weaves, extensions, whatever. They can wear their makeup, their nails, their clothes, express themselves freely without being judged or name called. But Black women can never be themselves authentically. And anytime any part of us is accepted or it becomes mainstream, it's only when another race is wearing it or wearing us as a costume. So let me end with this. We are definitely being oppressed by not only Black men, but by the world. And then we have pick-me's that add to it all. We are not bringing these problems on ourselves. And I say that pick-me's are so dangerous because they knowingly encourage men to disregard our very real experiences that are backed up by actual factual statistics just so that they can get a pat on the head, just so that they can get a cookie. And they aren't even getting chosen the majority of the time. So let me say this. And even if you do get chosen, these are the type of men that you don't want, the ones that'll choose you. Because I promise you, they are walking red flags with very unhealthy attitudes towards women. And honestly, this is just disgusting. If you are a Black woman and you believe like this, and you are behaving like this woman, please educate yourself. Because not only are you harming yourself, but you're harming your daughter, your daughter's daughters, your mother, your aunts, and everyone that looks like you. But you know what? I digress. If you watched this whole video, please drop a 77 in the comments. And if you can't donate to my Cash App above, hit the notification bell and also sign on over to TikTok and follow me there. You would help me out a lot. And as always, drop your thoughts, comments, and feelings down below.